Yeah. But it was really like a 360-degree. He can't even believe he's a part of this.
Does he still work in film or TV or?
Here and there, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But he's here in Canada, and he's just a wonderful guy. He taught me some magic tricks.
Heck yeah.
He showed me, some of his favorite music as well. I would listen to on the way to work. He's awesome. I think he's a special part of this story, and I'm really proud that people will get to
As a former assistant, that makes me very happy to hear. But also really cool to hear about the cigarettes. I feel like that just informs how you hold. Like, I don't know.
I was just like, I want to know what cigarettes you smoked. I thought it would be cool. And it was
cool.
like, it was nice. Like, I have like the pack in my like the back pocket of my jeans, and like even if no one notices, she'll see it and know that I got like hair real cigarettes, which is cool.
That is really cool. She'll be happy. I'm happy. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Really good to see you. Yeah, nice to meet you. Oh, thank you. Oh, but yeah, that's two of the many cast members. Andrew is a roller coaster aficionado. A fellow fan of Defunctland. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Reecce. I haven't met you yet.
Nice to meet you.
Howdy.
Matt.
Hey, buddy. Dylan. How's it going? As a heads up, we're live.
Oh,
So it'll be pretty chill questions. Don't you worry.
cool. Get him another phone.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say look in the general area.
Okay.
I know. It's quite right in the middle.
You need more phones!
At least two.
Yeah.
More phones!
The first thing I wanted to ask is like what we've been talking about, and we didn't discuss earlier, is just taking on the roles of real people, and kind of like what that looked like. Obviously, I don't know like how much research, but like even if it was just something like, I don't know, seeing like what kind of cigarettes they smoked or like where they lived at the time, like that kind of thing.
Well, Matt knew more about my character than I even fucking did. he knew everything that there possibly was.
I was a fan. What can I say? He's a funny guy. These are two funny guys. Not us. We suck. But you know, yeah. I don't know. What did you do to get ready?
Well, I've been talking quite widely about how I didn't do too much.
That's what he said, right?
Which is also like, well, he told me to not, and for me in particular, kind of, mirrors the sort of like visiting from another planet that I was supposed to attempt to capture.
I feel like if you had put in too much work, then it would feel inauthentic to him.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I feel like he wasn't worried about much, was my approach.
And I feel like that'll read well.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't know, Reecce.
Well, you have you seen it yet, or?
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
No, we're seeing it tonight for the same.
Yeah, for the first time. You've seen it, though.
I saw it. Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
It's fantastic. You're gonna love it. What's good? What am I supposed to? It seemed fake. It seemed not real.
No, it was a really good
It was
response.
genuine.
Yeah.
No, it's cool. This is sort of like we were like, this is the first like Belushi Aykroyd moment that we're even like really.
Yeah, we don't really.
More than we even get in the movie.
No, this is the first time.
No, yeah,
We're exploring the dynamic. Oh God, Andrew's there.
It's good, you guys. It's really good.
Andrew,
A couple things. I played Neil in the movie.
no, we know.
Who's
Are you
Neil?
working for Sony too?
Sony?
Are you working for Sony?
If you guys could just talk a little more about Tiff. You can just Tiff a couple more times.
Wait, why are you also
Just
working
mention about
in
Tiff.
publicity?
Okay, I'm not here. Ignore me. You can just talk about Tiff a little bit more.
How many jobs do you have?
Guys, I played Neil in the movie.
Who is Neil?
No one knows your guy.
Okay, that's really insensitive.
Oh no. He is a sweet guy. He's not
Mention
gonna like
Tiff a
that.
couple more times.
Yeah, okay. Tiff.
Tiff. Actually, one question I did have is there's a llama on the carpet tonight named Nibs.
Nibs.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nibs. Yeah, is there a llama in the film?
There is a llama in the film, and it's not Nibs. What I was
Oh, so this
told-
isn't even. Oh.
the llamas in the film. Was it Tio or Pinto?
Hi.
What?
The llama's name was Pie in the movie.
Copy.
Andrew back in the
I
interview.
played
Like,
Neil.
That's Andrew Park Comedy plays Neil Levy in the movie. Yeah, apparently there were issues getting the llama across the border, and I'm not kidding.
yeah.
No, I don't doubt it. Like animal labor laws, I'm sure.
I was
Drug
happy
issues
to
as well.
hear, because I wasn't too excited to hear that was an attempt anyway.
Yeah.
So, and anyway, Nibs is here, and I'm feeling for him.
Yeah. I just want to end on like a happy note for anyone that's like, no. Besides like trying to get a llama across the border, but like, if someone were to be like a soft fan of SNL, what do you think they'd find like most lovely about this film?
A soft fan.
Yeah, because like I'm I'd say I'm a pretty big fan of SNL, but like I know not everyone is, so I kind of just wanted to know like what you think there is for people to find in this movie who might not have that in with Aykroyd or Belushi.
Yeah, I don't think you need to have like known the history to get into it. It's a period thriller. You know, it's exciting stuff, shocking things, people yelling different swear words at each other, throwing each other around. You know, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, it could play as a fun movie regardless, just objectively, you know. And if you're a soft fan, it's kind of a cool way to see the birth of this. I think we all take it for granted in our culture, you know. It's like it's been so embedded in like our society for so many years now. It's every week, you know, and so you forget there was a time before this existed.
I can't imagine. Like, it's weird for me to fathom, but it's also like ever since the trailers have been coming out, it's like reinvigorated my interest. I'm now going back and watching all the old sketches and stuff.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, I'm really excited. Cheers! Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Truly, yeah.
Thanks a lot, man.
No, and nice to meet you. I'm really excited to see.
Pleasure to meet you. I can't wait for you to see it.
Dylan, a pleasure as always. And also, great outfits.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I'll leave these.
Oh, do you want to take it?
No, that's okay.
Yeah, that's going to be more of a hassle than anything else. Oh, nice. Gotcha. We have some more people coming our way. Now the carpet's really getting underway, which is pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah. It's absolutely nuts.
We had touched upon it earlier, so I'll go to you first. What was your first, exposure to SNL?
My first exposure to SNL was probably watching the Sweaty Balls from the night with Molly Shannon and Anna Gasteyer and Baldwin, and not knowing what it meant because I was too young, but having my parents like laughing their asses off from the hallway, like unable to contain themselves. Growing up, my dad would always knock on the door and say "land shark." Like it was just a part of our household all the time.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, I came up in the Will Ferrell era, so Will Ferrell's been one of my heroes. I'm a Second City guy, and you know, the improv community, the sketch community, we all look up to that level of excellence. And Will Ferrell to me is at the top of that list. Eddie Murphy, obviously, his era. I'm a huge Eddie Murphy fan. I think he's the greatest of all time. Yeah. So it makes sense that he came through Saturday Night Live.
It makes sense that everyone does. Yeah. Like, I'm never surprised.
Yeah, 100%.
May I pose that to you guys as well? Howdy. I'm asking just your first exposure to SNL.
So I think for some people in England, we didn't know about it, but we discover brilliant people when they become really famous, like Will Ferrell, Eddie Murphy, Amy Poehler, and then we'd like backtrack and then find all the early videos, and then we'd get into the show. So that was my experience, was like a YouTube rabbit hole for hours, and then the show.
Interesting. Okay, gotcha. I'm always so used to it's just like ingrained in the culture. So it'd be like stars with you, and then you work backwards from there.
Like there's some people. I mean, I might be the only person who says that, but that was my.
But yeah, blanket it to everyone.
Yeah,
England,
they're all the same.
They're all the same. Everybody knows that.
And yourself?
Take it.
You, yeah, please.
Wow.
Speech.
Just leave. Take it and run.
Speech.
It's always the goal. Let me just get this thing in my hands. I mean, I started watching when I was really young, so, you know, the Will Ferrell, Cherry O'Terry, Adam Sandler, David Spade, like that era, you know, was when I tuned in, and I don't know. What was the second part of the question?
That was it.
That's kind of it.
You nailed it.
I tapped in, and I still love SNL. I mean, I'm still obsessed with it. I feel like I'm not a hater. Like, people like to, like, hate on certain eras and be like, yeah, like this cast, blah, blah, blah. Like, I think it's pretty good right now. I think there's actually a really good cast the last like, couple of years, but I've always loved it. And it's kind of insane. I think I've kind of like detached mentally from the fact that I'm in a movie based on SNL, and we shot on the SNL stage. Yeah. And it was our stage for like months. Yeah. From the dream that I have of like being on SNL or, you know, hosting or whatever, you know, being in the cast. But the fact that like we did this is some kind of version of it. Like, it's a weird second experience of being on SNL, and like, you know, having been there a couple times, it is exactly the place. Like, it was, the set was built to the square inch to be the same. So, like, we were there.
Yeah.
And we were on SNL, and we could say that
So
no matter,
basically, if anyone asks if we've been on SNL, we'll say yes.
we'll say yes.
Yeah.
We'll say we had a great time on that show.
Yeah.
Oh, you want this? Okay.
The last thing I kind of wanted to ask you guys is just if there is there anyone that you would like to see, like to have see this movie, like truly anyone in the world. If it's like a family member, it could be like someone from the original cast.
Oh my gosh, I want Eddie Murphy to see this movie.
I feel like he will.
Yeah, I just really.
Got to. Like, he's got to,
I'm
right?
just so proud of this film, and Eddie Murphy is my hero, and I've never met the man, so I just want to say, oh, he saw me. He saw me.
I have a feeling it doesn't seem out of the realm of possibility.
Because, I mean, all the letters, all the emails that I send him, all the DMs, like, he doesn't respond to any of them, you know what I mean? My agent reaches out to him. I'm just assuming, like, he probably doesn't know, or he's not getting the messages.
Gotcha.
You know? Yeah.
This one he will get.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Yeah. Because I love him so much, you know what I mean?
I feel the same way. Like, I admire and I look up to so many of the SNL greats, especially the women, because I'm a woman. So, truly, like when I read, like, you know, Tina Fey's book and Amy Poehler's book, like I remember when Amy Poehler was at the Emmys and she did the, just the sunglasses bit. Or the sash, you know, bit that she did. I remember sitting on my living room floor and crying because I was so inspired by this comedic genius who was so unafraid to take risks and just like be a comedian. And I want all of these wonderful, funny women to see this movie because it's my love letter to them. So
I know for a fact they will see it. I've dated them all.
So they're
gonna
see it after
gonna see
their
it.
experience.
It wasn't great for them. No.
Right, great. Cool.
And y'all?
Yeah, anyone from SNL then and now, and also my dad.
I hope he sees it.
Yeah. Give me that thing.
Speech.
Let me get this. It's kind of tough. My brother and I grew up watching SNL. So the first person that comes to mind is my little brother, because we used to watch it every Saturday and stay up late, and he has not seen it. I mean, obviously, my little brother's gonna see the movie, so it's not like I hope he makes it to the movie, but I think it'll be pretty meaningful for him. Yeah, this is, you know, I got to make an SNL movie, got to technically be on it. It's a pretty sentimental answer, but like, you know, that's kind of yeah. I hope Lorne Michaels sees the movie, you know?
Yeah.
I apparently hadn't seen it yet.
He hasn't seen it.
But I'm sure he'll see it and love it and stuff like that.
Yeah, all that stuff.
All that sort of stuff.
Those things. Yeah.
When you have it in your hands, you just feel like you need to say more.
Well, this is your fault.
No, thank you guys so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was real nice chatting earlier, and really nice talking to you guys now. Enjoy the rest of the night. See ya. Yeah, just cross out anyone you don't like.
Sorry.
Oh, as you should. We're just gonna. There we go. But yeah, now we've got a bunch of the cast already. Some of the executive staff are still making their way through. We've gotten a lot of people. I know Willem and J.K. Simmons are still somewhere on the carpet. Hopefully we'll be able to get them at some point. I've never met either of them, but I'm a big fan of their work, and I'm excited to see their parts in this. It looks as though Nibs the llama is making his rounds outside. I've been trying to keep my eye on him. Just because. Oh, gotcha. Jason Reitman also passed by a little while ago, so I'm going to see if hopefully he could come back at some point. Oh, hello. Howdy. We have another camera going. We now have like, it looks like 4 cameras. That's the most that's ever been on me at once. But yeah, it looks like they're making their way through. Lamorne's about to stop for... Oh, and the crowd is chanting for Dylan. And it looks like Dylan is responding to the crowd. Oh, that's nice. He stopped to sign. Now, as you can see, there was a pretty massive turnout, and this is one of the bigger theaters at Tiff. So I'm pretty excited. I actually, as I've been reiterating, sadly I haven't seen the film yet, which is like the most upsetting thing to me as a pretty big fan. But yeah, it looks as though the carpet is beginning to wind down as they make their way through. I'm going to see if there's anyone else we can grab still, though. Oh, awesome. But yeah, we have some of the cast out there. I think I see Dylan. I can't tell if Andrew's out there as well, but they're making their way through. There's Nibs the llama making his way through as well. The shouting is quite loud. Here he comes again. I'll say it once and I'll say it again. Dylan O'Brien, a fantastic actor. He is, I think, a modern day... I'd like him to be like a modern day Matt Damon. He's great at action. What's that? Oh, we did, yeah. He was cool. There he goes. And, if I might add, a very good outfit.
Going up top camera, please. Thank you, sir.
Shall we get him?
Take a picture of the pose.
Oh, heck yeah. It looks like we're about to get the rider, which I'm pretty excited for. He's just taking a quick photo with Dylan, and I think he's going to make his way over to us.
Hello there.